What's up guys, welcome to a complete beginner's tutorial on how to use the positive EV tool inside the OddsJam page. But before we even get started, I want to show you some results because I want to get you guys excited to what you can possibly make and show you guys some user successes here from their bet tracker, user successes, some users that have had success utilizing the tools here. So I want to show some receipts before we even get started because I want to get you guys excited into what you can potentially make when you sign up for OddsJam and start using all of the insanely incredible tools that they have developed here for all of us to use. So here we have one random user that has made over $8,000 in profit with 6,781 bets. I want to make an emphasis here on the volume of bets because once we pull up all these random bet trackers, 15,000 bets that have made $70,000, 9,000 bets that have made $41,000, 5,400 bets, $21,000, another 10,000 bets, $17,000. So as you can see here, volume is the name of the game. We're gonna go over the positive EV tool and you're gonna learn that it's not about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bets. It's about thousands and thousands of bets necessary to get into these insane numbers. So I want to show you this first because this is a volume game here, and and as you can see, all of these people have wagered. For example, this guy over $5 million to make $170,000 in profit, over 300K to make 11K, and so on and so forth. So now that we understand that this is a volume game and we have to place thousands of bets so that this profit margin per wager is of a significant value to our total profit. So now entering the positive EV tool in the OddsJam page, we click right here. And the first thing that we have to do is actually select the state that we are located in. Currently right now, I travel to Massachusetts, so I am in Boston. So we're gonna click Massachusetts and I'm gonna just select over here, just all of the different sportsbooks available in Massachusetts. So here we have two options. We have to just completely leave all of this completely empty as far as the filters goes, or we can just select recommended filters. The recommended filters, what it does is that you're gonna utilize their data and what they have historically to give you what OddsJam thinks are the best settings for somebody that is just starting off and just wants to mindlessly place the bets in here. But I'm gonna give you some of my personal filters, so feel free to just experiment with what fits for you. So what I like to do is I like to place wagers above a 1.5% EV. So first of all, what the heck is EV? When we click over here to help me make this bet, this is the best way to understand this. So let's assume you bet money on the positive EV bet at -106 odds. So the fair value of the bet is -120 odds and you're getting -106 odds. So your bet is profitable by 6.06%. If you bet money on this positive EV bet, you can expect a return of $106 on average in the long run, right? As we saw on those bet trackers just before, the long run and the long-term game is what is completely necessary to actually exploit and use and profitably profit with this tool. So this is like betting on a coin toss that has a 53% chance to land on heads and a 47% chance to land on tails. Even though the coin can still come up tails, if you bet on head 10,000 times, you will make money in the long run, right? So what does the positive EV tool does? It pulls data from all of the different sports books and it shows you in a very compact and easy interface to see where the discrepancy is. So in this case, right here, cut, which is an exchange, they're giving you -106 odds when all of the books are usually at around -132 on average. So this -106 is what gives us that 6% edge as we see right here. So this recommended bet size is going to be based on your bankroll. How do we actually change this recommended bet size so that it fits our bankroll? So we're going to go to profile, we're going to go to bankroll management right here. And I'm personally using a $30,000 bankroll or a 0.33% Kelly, right? If you have any more questions about what a Kelly multiplier is, there's gonna be more videos here in the OddsJam YouTube channel so that you can explore all of the different mathematical concepts and what all of this actually means. If you wanna get into the actual details of the formula, there's gonna be plenty of information here. I utilize, it's not aggressive would be around a 0.5% Kelly and a conservative will be about 0.25. I like to just stick right in the middle of those two, not too conservative but not too aggressive. So that's why I do 0.33% Kelly multiplier, which is what's gonna give me my recommended bet size. Going back to the positive EV tool, these recommended bet sizes here, let's open up again, select the Massachusetts books, 1.5%. I like to do all sports, all leagues, all markets. I like to do about next 7 days because we don't want to be placing bets especially if you're just beginning. You don't want to be placing bets, a couple of weeks from now, next month, 2 months from now. Sometimes you'll see lines here that are 2 or 3 months away evens, but I like to personally just keep it within 1 week. I personally like to stick to favored odds. So I like to stick between -220 and 120 maximum odds. That's just my personal preference. At the end of the day, it's all gonna be positive EV, but having that small favored odds range is gonna actually make me go through a little bit less variance because the odds that I'm getting have more than a 50% chance on average of hitting. So that's just my personal preference. Now, if you wanna have higher odds, like let's say -220 to about 220 or even 300, you're gonna go through more variance, which means a longer swing of an upswing or a downswing. But at the end of the day, it's all gonna come out in profit. But personally, since I'm not placing as many bets, I like to just stick between -220 and 110 odds. Now, for a market width, I like to just go between 10 and 50. I know there's some people that like to go between 10 and 45, 10 and 40, but since I'm using favored odds mostly, the 10 and 50 range is good for me. So let's just analyze another bet that we have here. California Baptist and Utah Valley, we have a 3.92% edge, which means if we place this bet with $100, we're gonna make $4 on average in the long run, okay? So what does this mean? That means that over here in ESPN Bet, this California Baptist and Utah Valley under 135.5 points, you're getting +105 odds on ESPN, and every other book, especially Circa and Pinnacle, which are sharp books, there's a lot of money that goes into these books, so their lines are gonna be really close to what the true probability should be. They're off by -110, so you're getting 15-cent difference between Bookmaker, Circa, Pinnacle, which are sharp books, especially in this main market, that is +105. Now, what's insane about this is that in some books, like let's say BetMGM or FanDuel or DraftKings, you can just click here on the click to go to this bet. You click on bet, take me to the bet, and I'm not logged in or anything, but literally right here, put the staking size, how much are we gonna put in this example, $200, and it's as easy as that. Now, I would suggest to get at the very, very, very least, 15 to 20 bets a day. That's like the very bare minimum. So that in about a month or in about 30 days, 60 days, you can be getting up at least 1,000 bets, right? You wanna be measuring your performance every 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 bets. That's when you're actually gonna be getting to this percentage right here, right? So that is a beginner tutorial on how to use this page. It's gonna be very simple once you get the hang of it. You don't wanna get too confused with any of this stuff. It's as simple as that. OddsJam creates this insanely easy software to understand and read. So all you gotta literally do is click the game, click the bet, hit the recommended bet size, and like we saw in all of these successful users, volume, 15,000 bets, 10,000 bets, 5,000 bets, you're gonna get your profit right there. So in another tutorial, we're gonna go over the other tools. But for now, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.